3 inmates, all in Utah, have been killed by firing squads since the United States reinstated the death penalty in 1977. 19 inmates have died in the electric chair this century. 14 of them all at once. They brought in a couch from Lowe's. Let's roll on, shall we, to one of my favorite states in the Union. You know I moved down to Georgia because I've had enough of the liberal horseshit up in the Northeast and South Carolina. They're not going to budge. They're stuck in 1958, and I love it. I'm going to be looking at some property up there. I went into a restaurant in South Carolina on the way down here, right, off of 95. It had colored and white restrooms. It's a joke, everybody. Relax. Relax, two minorities that watch the show. South Carolina to bring back firing squads for executions. Here you see South Carolina state troopers executing one of the managers at Home Depot in Bluffton, or whatever, in wherever, fucking Greenville. Yeah, they're bringing back the fire. South Carolina is poised to bring back firing squads to its list of execution methods amid a shortage of drugs. That's the excuse they're using? Really? How much drugs does it take to kill a guy? What do you... 70,000 people a year, Americans, die from fentanyl. Pretty sure you can get some hands on that shit. They're lying like Democrats now. Because there's a shortage, apparently, of drugs. They had to shoot into the head of a murderer's cock to carry out lethal injections in an effort to resume capital punishment after a decade. So they're bringing back the firing squad. Personally, I love it. Pup. They killed Sonny on the causeway. Now you've had your drink. The State House voted 66 to 43 Wednesday on legislation that would allow death row inmates to choose between being shot or eating at McDonald's for another 6 months. No. Being shot or electrocuted if lethal injection drugs aren't available. Again, does it have to be specific drugs, really? Can't you just let the guy go out on a nice high? Like morphine. Oh, God, is that good? Have you ever had that in the hospital? Oh, my God. I had a reaction to it. I'm dead serious. When I had one of my shoulder operations done, it was Christmas Eve. When I came out of the thing, I was on morphine, and they had a styrofoam candy cane over my bed, and I broke it over the nurse's head. I literally hit her on the head with it. It's supposed to be mellow. The state is one of 9 that still use the electric chair and will become the 4th to use firing squads. Who are the other 3? I love them. The state Senate approved the bill in March. After another routine vote in the House, the bill will head to the desk of Republican Governor Henry McMaster, who said he will sign it. He said, "We are one step closer to providing victims' families, loved ones with the justice and closure they are owed by law," he tweeted. "Wednesday, after the vote, I will sign the legislation as soon as it gets to my desk." Supporters say the bill will deliver justice to those convicted of violent crimes. I agree. Go out violently. Live by the gun, die by the gun. Opponents decry the death penalty because they lack pussies and balls. Opponents decry the death penalty because they cited the possibility of innocent people being put to death. You fucking idiots. That's a possibility whether you're tickling them to death. What? Just for this? Some innocent person might get shot? By the way, that's why these guys are being shot in the first place. Who gives a fuck? You know, as far as that innocent thing, hey, I got a great idea for a movie that hasn't been done in Hollywood. How about a black guy that's rightly accused of a fucking crime? But what does that mean? An innocent guy might get killed. Yeah, he might get the electric chair. He might, how else do we? People, what are you talking about? People get life. I say this about, here's my theory on that. If we fry one guy that's innocent to get the other 99 right, just hope you're not that fucking guy. You know what I mean? Keep your nose clean. Don't get in trouble. Don't even have to worry about it. Ooh, there's some logic for you. So they're afraid an innocent guy might get shot because, you know, the prison's filled with them.
Thank you.
There are several prisoners in line to be executed. Corrections officials said 3 of South Carolina's 37 death row inmates are out of appeals. But lawsuits against the new death penalty rules are also likely. 3 inmates, all in Utah, have been killed by firing squads since the United States reinstated the death penalty in 1977. 19 inmates have died in the electric chair this century. 14 of them all at once. They brought in a couch from Lowe's. And what? Anyways.
Bye-bye, dickhead.
So, I don't know, South Carolina. Here's my take on the death penalty in general. I don't like it, not because I think it's unfair and all that horseshit. I think spending your whole life in prison being raped and shit is way worse than taking a dirt nap. You know what I mean? People who slaughter families, rape kids and shit. You really? No. Let them hang around for 80 years and think about it and be stabbed and eat shit food and wake up at 6 a.m. Torture. I just described my house on a Sunday. Hey guys, I want to thank you for watching the show, and I want to encourage you to keep contributing to keep this show and free speech free for everyone, whether they want to hear it or not. Click on this video or the link on the screen to make a contribution of any amount. I'll read your name on the show, but more importantly, you'll truly be supporting a great cause without Big Brother taking their cut or limiting the message. Thank you guys so much.